Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Mona's World. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I share food recipes mainly, and I also do party and wedding decor, so you'll definitely see some of those videos in the description below. If you've already a subscriber and you've come back to my channel, thank you, welcome back, I do appreciate it. Today we're making something really special, and I thought Eid is coming up, Eid al-Fitr, so which is the Qurban Eid, so why not share a Eid recipe with everyone. So will tell you what I'm making, but before that I'm going to show you the ingredients. So we need 3 tablespoons of chili powder, we need 1 tablespoon of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of garam masala. We also need 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds, which is salt, and we also need 1 teaspoon of allspice, and this is meat tenderizer. This is a must, you have to put this in, and I'll tell you the reason why. We need 2 tablespoons of black pepper crushed. I've only got half a teaspoon here, but I will be getting more black peppers, and I'm going to crush them into a powder. And then we just need about 8 to 10 garlic cloves. We also need a full lemon, and then we also need yogurt. So I'm going to show you the main thing what we're making today. So I'm really excited to share this recipe with you, and I hope you like it, and please give it a thumbs up if you do like it. So let's get started. Okay, so you probably guessed it, we're making Raan. We're gonna make a full leg. So for this we are gonna put some onions and tomatoes and potatoes all around, but for now we're just going to do step 1, which will be the marination. So let's get started. So what we need to do first is we need to make deep dashes in the chicken, and make sure that you go really deep down. So I'm just going to get a bigger knife because it'll just be a lot easier for me. Okay, so you definitely need to get yourself like a big tray, it'll just be a lot easier. And what we're going to do, you need to make deep dashes, and you need to go right down to the bone. You have to do this to get all the flavour in. So I'm just going to do it maybe like 2 inches apart. And make sure you go down. It would help if you have a sharper knife. Make sure you go down to the bone. Also turn it around, and then we're just going to do the same thing on that side as well. Just like this. What we're also going to do is I'm just going to put dashes just like this as well on both sides. So just stab it with your knife. And what we're going to do is the garlic cloves. We're just going to put them in the dashes, just like this. So garlic goes really well with lamb. So wherever you can find space, just put it in. And obviously we're going to turn it around and do the same thing on that side as well. So let's just turn it around. Same thing on this side as well. Just put little dashes. This will help all the masala get into the little dashes that you put in there. Just do it randomly. Just randomly just put them. And same thing with this, just going to put garlic cloves in. Wherever you can find space. You're just really doing it randomly, really. There's no special way of doing it. So just put it into the pockets and do that on both sides. And there's about 8 garlics that I have here. And then we're ready to do the marination. Okay, so we're ready to do the marination. I've got 5 heap spoons of tablespoons of yogurt. Just plain thick yogurt you need for this. And to this we're going to make the marination now. So I'm going to add the 2 tablespoons of salt, but you can do it to your own taste. So that's 2 tablespoons. We're also going to add 3 tablespoons of chili powder, or you can do it to your taste. 1 teaspoon of garam masala, add that in, and 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, also add that in as well, and 1 teaspoon of allspice powder, and just add that in as well. Regarding the fennel seeds and the pepper seeds, I'm just going to grind them and I'm going to put them in, so I'll show you. So I've grinded the black pepper and the fennel seeds. That was 1 teaspoon of crushed peppers and also the fennel seeds, so add that in as well. The most important thing is you have to put some sort of meat tenderizer in lamb leg. So whether you're using a raw papaya, which is the best thing to use, obviously it's not something that I have, so I'm just using the boxed meat tenderizer. So I'm going to put 2 tablespoons. You can get any company that you want. If you do have raw papaya, I probably suggest to use that, but I'm just going to use this for now. So that's 2 tablespoons of meat tenderizer. Okay, I also forgot to mention I'm going to use 2 heap spoons of tandoori masala. I'm also going to put that in as well. If you've got Kashmiri lal mirch, put that in as well, because it'll give like a really nice colour as well. So we're just going to mix all this in now. So just mix all this in. So you make a nice marination. Make sure you use thick yogurt for this, because it tends to stick better on the lamb leg. And then we're also going to squeeze a little bit of lemon in this as well. So I'm just going to get a lemon. We're going to use a full lemon. So I'm just going to add a full lemon in. And just add the other half in. Okay, once you've squeezed the lemon in, that was 1 full large lemon. And then just continue to stir this so it makes a nice marination. At this point, you can definitely taste it. If you think it needs more chili powder, or if you think it needs more salt, then definitely go ahead and put it in. We are going to put green chilies in as well, but I'm not going to put that in until I set it out in the tray with the potatoes and the tomatoes and the onions and the carrots. Then I'm going to put some mint leaves in and some green chilies in. But for now, this is step 1, and we're just going to prepare it. You have to do this a night before. It's a must to do it night before, because you need all the flavour to get into the meat. Okay, so I have my lamb leg, and we put slits in the lamb, and then we made little pockets, and then we just randomly put some garlic in. We're now ready with the mixture, so I'm just going to spoon that on first on both sides, and then we're just going to massage the lamb leg. So I'm just going to do that on one side first. So we're just going to massage that in. Make sure you go in between the gashes. Okay, so once you've done one side, we're just going to gently turn it over, because we also need to do the other side as well. And then just do the same thing on that side as well. So I'm just going to get the mixture. And we're just going to spoon all of it on. And then we're just going to do the same thing and then massage this in as well. Okay, as you can see, the Raan is now ready. Well, it's not ready. We've finished with the marination. When making lamb leg, two things that you need to remember is, one, you definitely need meat tenderizer in lamb leg. It's not going to turn out right without meat tenderizer, so definitely put some sort of meat tenderizer in, whether it's raw papaya or whether you're using the box meat tenderizers. Also, you must, whenever you marinate it, you definitely need to do it overnight. It's not a quick job, this one, so you have to marinate it, leave it overnight, cover it. So I'm going to cover this now and I'm going to leave it in the fridge, and then I'll see you tomorrow, and then I'll show you what we're going to do and how we're going to cook this lamb leg. Okay, so it's been, I left the lamb leg to marinate overnight, so I'm just going to have a look at it now, what it looks like. So just take the foil off. So let's just take it off. And as you can see, it's marinated really nicely. Oh, that looks lovely. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it in the tray. I'm going to put some vegetables around it, and then we're going to put it in the oven. We're going to cover it for 1.5 hours under the foil in the oven. Oven's going to be 180 degrees. And then we're going to cook it for at least 1.5 hours with the foil on, and then we'll take it off, and then we'll put it back in the oven for another half an hour. So the cooking time total will be 2 hours for this leg of lamb. Okay, so what I've done is I've got some carrots, potatoes, onions, and some green chilies. I'll leave all the description. I will leave all the quantity in the description below. You can choose any sort of vegetables of your own choice, but I'm just putting the potatoes, onions, carrots, and green chilies in, and I'm going to put the roast on top of this. So I'm just going to go get the lamb leg. Okay, so what I've done is I've put all the vegetables underneath, and I've put the lamb leg on top, and then we're just going to foil this now and then cook it for at least 1.5 hours on high heat in the oven. Okay, so I'm also going to add some mint leaves as well. So I'm just going to break them up and just randomly just put them everywhere. Just scatter them wherever you can. Mint goes really well with lamb legs, so if you are making lamb leg, definitely put mint in. It gives like a really nice taste. So the two ingredients that are must for lamb leg is, one, garlic, which goes really well, and also mint goes really well with lamb. So definitely just scatter some mint leaves. You can put the whole thing if you want, but I'm just going to break it up and put it in. So just go ahead and do that. So as you can see, I've just scattered some mint leaves everywhere as well. If you wanted, you could also add tomatoes in this as well, if you wanted to make like a sauce. So if you want to make like a gravy for the lamb leg, I'd probably suggest put some tomatoes in. I've decided not to make a sauce for it because I'm going to just display it on some rice. But if you do want to make like a gravy, put some tomatoes in, and all the juices will come out the lamb leg, which will make like a really nice flavour. And all you do is, once the lamb is done, you're going to discard all the vegetables, and then you can actually make like a nice sauce with the liquid remaining by putting it on a saucepan and heating it until it thickens. But I've decided not to do that, so what I'm going to do now, I think we're done now, so we're going to cover this now. And then put it in the oven. I forgot also to mention, you'll need to put some lamb stock in here. So if you've got some lamb stock, definitely put that in. I don't have lamb stock available, so I'm just going to put some water in. So I'll probably suggest Just put some water all around. I'd probably say about 2 cups of water, and that should be enough. And now we're going to cover it and put it in the oven. But if you've got some lamb stock, then definitely add that in. Okay, so we're now ready to foil it. And we're ready to put it in the oven now. Okay, so it's been about 1.5 hours covered in the oven, and I'm just going to check what it looks like. And obviously we are going to put it back in the oven uncovered so that we can get a bit of a char on the top. Just bear with me, it's really hot. So as you can see, it's nicely cooked, and we're just going to put it back in the oven because obviously we want a bit of brownness and a bit of char on top there. Okay, so as you can see, the lamb leg is now ready, and I've just served it with some rice. And if I just turn it around for you, that's what it looks like. And it's ready to serve.